What's the deal with this second CPP cap coming? Was just looking through this to see when I'd stop having CPP deducted from my pay, and it looks like starting next year there's a secondary cap for CPP. What exactly is this for? Seems to be the exact same rate, so how is it a second cap? Just looks like they raised the cap. Even based on the numbers it looks to cap out at nearly 80k come 2025. So the vast majority of Canadians will not be maxing their CPP, and even fewer will be getting to a point in a year where they stop having the deduction. Can someone in a nutshell this for me? Usually by the last third of the year I'm no longer paying CPP, it's a nice little extra on my check. Does this mean I will be paying year-round, even once I've met the MPE? My understanding is it's a tiered system, similar to how we pay our taxes. So yes, most Canadians will not be maxing their potential CPP contributions, but those that do will have a better CPP come retirement. Being completely cynical, it's likely an easy way for the Gov to increase CPP's assets and cover those people that live longer, which statistically are the well-off. Even fewer will be getting to a point in a year where they stop having the deduction. You'll be paying for a number which isn't yet known, but is highly unlikely to be over $10,000. The extra approx $400 in a year is going to delay not having the deduction by about one paycheck. Shame. I really like it when I max the contributions and see the money in my own pocket to invest myself. Guess I am too poor. I don't think I've ever met the threshold to stop paying CPP each paycheck. Well, that sucks. I like when I max the contributions for A and CPP. It usually means an extra $280 a pay period. I'm self-employed, so I guess my CPP contributions are going way up. But unfortunately, I've done the math, and I'll probably never get back even what I have contributed to CPP after I retire. Let me guess, Joe middle class that's doing alright but worse than ever fronts the bill. How do I opt out of this? My totally unsubstantiated guess is long-dated treasuries aren't selling, so they are going to force the public to buy them to lower their own borrowing costs. Looking at it, it appears fixed income offers a far higher percent of the total than equities for the additional CPP, from 32.5 to 50, all susceptible to interest rate risk. If there is a shortfall, the benefits stop matching inflation as well, a release valve for bad monetary and fiscal policy funded by our wages. Just another tax. I'd rather keep my CPP and invest it myself and make way more for retirement. You should be able to elect your CPP contributions as part of your RRSP contributions for a tax deduction. What's the point of this? It's such a small additional amount. So, is this good for me? Who in theory will make it to claim a DB pension and hasn't saved for retirement? I'm actually curious, for someone like me who hasn't really saved for retirement. It looks like a good thing. I think I'm overlooking some crucial knowledge. I can't figure out why anyone would put more than the bare minimum into CPP and invest that extra into a private pension that'll have a better return and less restrictions on withdrawal. What am I missing? It's just another fucking tax to pay for the expensive boomer generation's retirement. At this point I will only vote for politicians willing to gut the elder care system to fuck over boomers. Till Canadians cannot opt out of CPP contributions. Get me out of this Ponzi scheme. I am not even sure if we will get CPP by the time retire. It will be all lost and rolled into UB for everyone. AI bringing early retirement for everyone. Did you know that you are ineligible for A, if you are laid off, and only want to work part-time? We have to pay it, but we don't get it. The population pyramid is screwed, so the selfish boomers who didn't have children need to steal more money from the children of those who did. Trust us bro, it's still your money for your retirement, even though you cannot opt out. You cannot withdraw or invest elsewhere before retirement. We are not required to pay out what you put in. If you die, we keep a massive chunk of it. If your beneficiary dies, We keep all of it. No wonder they are so well capitalized. It would be easy for any fund to maintain high capitalization if they could just steal your money. Someone tell me straight. Am I now paying even more into a system that will still be bled dry before I am able to retire if ever? What boost in CPP benefits paid out would someone see from this second tier of CPP? Any idea how someone can check how much they have contributed to CPP thus far? How will this affect my DB pension? I've maxed my CPP and a couple months ago, and it's nice to see the extra pay. They should leave it as is. Obviously CPP is a scam, but I like things that hurt the country, so I support this. I believe CPP is transition to try to replace 33 of your salary instead of 25. If you're over the cap, it tries to replace 33 of the cap. Cap higher means higher maximum payments for those who contribute to it. This is overall a very good thing to ensure elderly that didn't save up anything for retirement don't become a huge burden and drag the country down trying to rely on welfare. This change was a much-needed one. Since pension plans at the workplace have become a rarity, the federal government is essentially filling in that gap.